moment. He turned away, his heart clenching, and hurried upstairs. The steps up to his staff flat creaked, and the sound of water dripping echoed, but as he opened the door to his flat, all he heard was silence. He scooped his phone up from where it charged, seeing a missed call, but not from his nephew. Austin! What did his ex want after more than a year of zero contact? He headed for his bedroom, switching on a light that flickered like his lamp downstairs had, and discarded his phone on the bedside table. Better that than return a call which at this time of night might be a wine-inspired reprise of what-ifs. It rang again almost as soon as he started to undress, his shirt partially unbuttoned as he answered. Yes? Austin didn't answer right away, prompting a stab of remorse for gruffness that should have lessened by now. Sol asked another, gentler question. You okay, Os? Yes. Austin's voice was familiar, brittle in a way he'd only noticed after bringing Cameron home to live with them. Can you talk? What about? Again, Austin didn't answer. The pause longer this time before he sighed. That sound gave Sol flashbacks. He closed his eyes and saw Austin picking through the debris that living with a teen had scattered, not saying that he hated the invasion, unless their bedroom door had been closed, but showing it plenty. Listen, Oz, Sol started, but Austin found his voice. It's your sister's birthday at the end of the month, isn't it? Sol sat on the edge of the bed. How? I got a calendar reminder. Of course he had. Austin's whole life was scheduled. Had been since they'd met in their last year of uni. Every minute timetabled for career progression, leaving no room for a surprise live-in nephew. It made me think that it was time I got back in touch with you. Austin didn't exactly sigh again, but his tone caught Sol's attention. Not brittle now, but somehow fragile. Video call? He asked. I'm not calling to pick up where we left off, but it would be good to see you. Seconds later, Austin filled Sol's phone screen, his shirt partially unbuttoned as well. He'd loosened his tie, and his fair hair was tousled instead of neat for once. Hi, he said. And for a moment, a smile Sol used to wake up next to flickered like the light bulb above him. Hi. Sol swallowed around a lump of something he'd almost forgotten. Regret at how they'd ended? No. It had been better to find out they hadn't been cut out for the long haul at the first bump they'd hit in the road. How can you look thinner, Oz? He finally managed to ask. There was nothing of you to start with. Austin's weak smile strengthened. I got a new job. Tons of presentations, he said with relish. Meeting lots of new people. The thought made Sol's insular skin crawl. Too busy to eat most days. That's not a good thing. And another new job? What happened to the one in Cheltenham? That had been Austin's get-out-of-jail card. His reason to leave them both in London right when Cameron had needed a steady presence. I've been headhunted. That's the reason I'm calling. Austin's voice switched back to brittle. I've been to dinner with my new boss tonight. He told me a few things. He pulled his tie all the way off, his shirt collar shifting with the movement, revealing love bites as stark on his throat as the tattoos inked on Sol's chest. Those from your new boss too? I'm surprised his mouth was free for long enough to talk. Sol tapped the side of his neck. Austin's free hand flew to the marks he'd noticed, his palm barely big enough to hide them. Fuck, that looks more like a savaging than a love bite. I didn't want... Austin recovered his composure, lowering his hand to grab a glass of red wine that sloshed before he gulped a mouthful. I didn't call you to talk about that. It's none of your business. He lifted his chin in a way that Sol had almost forgotten. Austin's degree could have been in defensiveness instead of management accounting. Besides, I'm sure you're seeing other people. Found a boyfriend yet, or a girlfriend this time? His eyes narrowed.